everybody, and welcome to Sherlou Games! Yes, today I'm gonna talk to you about New World because the open beta just closed a few hours ago, and I wanted right away to tell you what I thought about the game. But the way to do it, I found an analogy that is really dear to me. It's the same thing as going on a blind date. You know, you don't know exactly what you're gonna get into, you're nervous, you're emotional, and the most important question that I will answer at the end of the video is, should I call her back? Or in this case of this video, should I come back on August 31st and play the game? Or if you haven't bought it yet, should you buy the game? Don't worry, I will answer that at the end of the video. The first thing with the game is the same thing as in a blind date. When you come into the restaurant, you see her, and the first thing you're gonna see is she pretty, how she looks, how she's dressed and everything. It's the same thing for the game. We're gonna talk here, of course, about graphic and sound design. So are the graphic in New World the best graphic I ever saw in my life? Well, no, they're not. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean, they're good enough for MMORPG, especially that we know now that those type of games always update, always upgrade. So for now, well, graphic for me at least are just good, and that's perfect. The sound design also is pretty great, especially with the monsters. I really like what they've done, and again, that's something that they can a little bit update or upgrade later. And so on the appearances side, I mean, on the first thing you see, well, it went pretty well. So let's continue on that date. So I'm sitting down at the table with her, and we're starting to talk a little bit, and the thing I want to see is, will I be pulled in by her personality, by what she has to say? So in New World, they did, at least for me, a great job, because when you come in, you don't know exactly what's going on. You want to go on a kind of a secret island, and you need magic to do that. You go on a crazy ship adventure, and you get hit by a storm, a magical storm. You don't know what's going on, and you faint, and when you woke up, you realize that you're shipwrecked on an island you know nothing about, and the first person you meet is telling you, oh, you know, it's gonna be really hard around here, it's gonna be tough, there's a lot of monsters and a lot of problems, but the good news is you're immortal now. So I mean I was pulled in by that. I mean, when I play a game like this is to get out of our normal world, is to go somewhere else when I can, be something else, be someone else. And for that, at least the pull in for me in New World was amazing. So then I continued to talk with her, you know, just exchange a little bit, see how the rhythm goes. And in the game, it's the same thing. The first thing that struck me is that the combat system is not a static combat system that a lot of MMORPG have right now. You're just sitting there, you click 1, you click 3, you click 2, and you're waiting for the animation to do stuff, and you're just hitting. No, in New World, you can dodge, you can switch weapons, you can attack on the side, you can move around, and there's something about the combat system that makes you more involved in the combat, and that is good. So on that part, the date still continues to go well. But one of the things you always have in the back of your mind is, can I see myself in a long-term relationship with that girl or with that person? You know, it's the same thing for the game. Is it really shallow? I mean, once I've played a few hours or a few days, will I be bored? Or is there a lot of depth in that person? Would that person has a lot of passions and things to say and history? Would that person bring more to you than you thought it will? Well, in New World, I think they nailed it. And when you go in, you realize really fast that there is no class system. You build your own class. I mean, you build your own role. You can do whatever you want. There are a lot of cities. The map seems huge. There are territory war. There are faction you have to choose. You have different type of quests. You can do PvE, PvP. I mean, the combination in there are endless. So I think the game has a lot of depth, and I think they're gonna continue to pile on this because they already said so. We want to continue to update and upgrade the game to offer you more and more and more and more content. So on that side, wow, what a crazy day. Yes, I want a long-term relationship with that person. That's amazing. So now the dates end. The open beta has just finished. And it's time to sit back a little bit, rethink about the date, because there's a lot of emotion involved. So now we have to stand back and really think about it. So do I see myself calling her back, just for a second date? Or in the case of the game, do I see myself coming back to it? And the answer is yes. I mean, I want to play again. I mean, I'm sad that it's over. I wanted to play more. That's the thing. I just wanted to see more of that world, and I wanted to see more about what I could do with that little character of mine. I will call her back. I mean, that was the big question. Should you buy the game if you haven't played it yet? My answer is yes. If you like MMORPG or just good game, if you need something just to escape the real world and just have fun and do whatever you want and build the craziest character you ever built, well, that game is for you. So yes, I will come back to New World. And between you and me, I have a little secret to tell you. On August 31st, when the game comes back, I'm gonna do a live show! Yes! I'm gonna be alive playing New World! Yes, I will be back playing New World with you guys for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours. Who knows? But it's gonna be a crazy long stream, and we're gonna explore every corner of that map and try to do everything we can do in the first few hours in the game and have fun doing it. So thank you everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back with more content on New World as soon as the game comes out. So thank you everybody. Bye-bye.